computer. Hello, everyone. This is Laura Johnson of Hummingbird Wealth Management. We are back again today with one more interview on our Meet Frederick series. And what I've told you all in the past is Meet Frederick isn't just about Frederick City or Frederick County. It's the businesses that serve and support the Frederick area. And today I have Wendy Rimbey, and she's from GMD Construction. The formal name of her company is a mouthful. It's Radon Mitigation Services by GMD Construction. Thank you, Wendy, for joining us today. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
Awesome. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So Wendy, why don't you tell me a little bit about you and your business?
Cool. So like Laura has mentioned, we are with Radon Mitigation Services by GMD Construction. We're a radon mitigation company. We're based out of Mount Airy, Maryland. We totally service Frederick County. We're there quite often.
Awesome. So GMD Construction Radon Mitigation Services. I know I did that backwards, but it's how it's written down. What is it exactly that you guys do? What are the services that you provide?
Sure. So we work with a lot of realtors and homeowners to remove radon from their house. Radon is a natural element that comes up out of the ground. It's the second leading cause of lung cancer. So this business was started, it'll be 37 years in June. So it's coming up quite quickly for a great anniversary for us. The reason the company was started, it's like I said, a family-owned business. My dad started it after my mom had passed from breast cancer. He knew that he could not cure breast cancer, but he knew that if he started a radon mitigation company, that he could help save lives because radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer. So he started it. It's grown and grown and grown. Like I said, we'll be 37 years and we've expanded a couple of times since he started.
Wow, that is awesome. I mean, and to have that kind of personal story behind it. Is your dad still a part of the company as well?
He is actually. My brother and I just took the business over recently. However, he still comes in every day and he still runs out and does all the estimating for us.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure it fills his soul and his heart to know that what he's doing is continuing to succeed, not only for the community, but for you and your brother. So leading from there, you and your brother, tell me a little bit about the staff. Do you employ anyone besides you and your dad and your brother?
We do. We actually have, at one point we had 7. We're currently at 5 people on our staff. We have 2 of us here in the office, and then we have an amazing technician that goes with my brother, Tyler. He's been with us about 8 years.
So your customers that you guys help, you mentioned that you work with a lot of realtors and other, builders and things like that. But what is your typical client? If somebody said, I would love to refer business to you, what would that person look like?
But typically we work with homeowners. We actually also work with people that are renting. Anybody that knows, we don't do any measurement because we feel it's a conflict of interest. So if you're a homeowner or a rental company does a radon test and their radon levels are elevated, that's when we step in. So any house could have radon, and we help them all.
Yeah. So radon testing is not what you do. What you do is fix when you have a radon issue. So if I wanted to get a radon test, is it something that's expensive or is it a simple process? What's involved in just getting a test? Do you know?
Absolutely. So radon testing is very simple. You can order a test kit from Amazon. You can pick up one at a local hardware store. We do work with about a dozen home inspection companies that are licensed. Included in any of our proposals is a third-party follow-up measurement test to show the proof of performance. So we like for the customers to know where their radon levels are at, so they're educated before they come to us. We set up an estimate for them. They like what we have to say, then we get them on the schedule for the install. And then, like I said, the follow-up measurement test after, so it shows their pre-levels and their post levels.
So once I determine I do or don't have radon in my house, and obviously if I do determine I have radon in my house, so I would contact you. What is it that you guys do? Do you have equipment, or do you dig up my basement? What is it that you guys do in order to fix that?
Absolutely. So any homes built prior to early 2000s, what we would do is come in and bore a hole in the basement floor and create a cavity underneath the slab. There's a bunch of pipes that connect together. Sometimes they vent out the exterior of the house and run up above the roof eave, so you can't breathe any of it in. We connect a radon fan to it and plug it into the electric. So therefore, everything is coming up out of the ground and being vented above the roof, so you can't breathe it in.
Mm-hmm. And radon, it's coming out of the earth, so it's on some level natural. Is that a fair
You got it,
assumption?
absolutely. Radon is a natural element.
It's a natural element, and it's caused by interruption of the soil. Is that also true? Okay.
You're absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Lots of times we see radon levels a lot higher in the fall and winter because the house is closed up or there's more rain, especially this spring. There's been a lot of rain recently. So
yeah.
Radon levels are going up. Typically, like I said, in the fall and winter, they're higher than they are in the spring or summer. And typically, each level of the house that you go up, the radon level dissipates in half. So a lot of people think just because they have a ranch style house and they don't spend a lot of time in their basement, there is times that they are in the basement. A lot since COVID, a lot of more people are working from home and turning offices into their basement, making an office there for them. So there's a lot more education and awareness recently.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm sure there's a lot of wives' tales. I don't have a basement. I have a crawl space. Therefore, there's no way I don't have radon. Is that a true assumption that if I have a crawl space, I'm not going to have to worry about radon?
No, absolutely not. So we can encapsulate a crawl space to keep the radon levels down below.
Okay. And how often should I be testing? I know a lot of times people think about it when they go to buy a new home. How often should we be testing for radon?
Every 2 to 3 years is what it's recommended from the EPA to test for radon. Even once you have a system in, to should still show proof of performance.
Yeah. And I know you said it, but I want to repeat it for anybody who's listening to this interview, is that this is the second leading cause of lung cancer behind smoking, correct?
You are correct.
All of us are like, oh, I want to be healthy. I'm not going to smoke. I'm going to work out. But you could still get lung cancer by something that's happening naturally underneath your home. And it's something that is very simple and inexpensive to test. And once you get it tested, if you have this, positive, high elevated results, then it's, something that it might cost you some money, but it's going to save your life over the long run. So I don't know, my life is worth a lot of money as far as I'm concerned. So what's the average? I don't know if you can answer that. What's the average cost to install a system?
Sure. So there's houses that are built after 2003, when the codes changed to say that you need to install a passive system during the construction phase. If everything's installed correctly from there, we charge $700. And like I said, that does include the third-party follow-up radon test for measurement. And then houses built prior to that, we do on-site free estimates for everybody. We feel it's fair to us, fair to the clients, fair to the buyers or the sellers. Oftentimes could be multiple options that we can give people, so each house therefore can range typically $1,300–1,400 on a normal house. And then when we do get into some historic houses, some houses with very large crawl spaces, each of those are based individually from the way the house was designed.
Again, it's, no matter what it is, 700, 1,400, more than that, this is to help to prevent a natural cause of lung cancer. And something that all of us should definitely be doing. So when you look at your business, tell me about how you go about attracting clients to what it is that you guys do.
Sure. So we are very big with word of mouth referrals from our clients. We have a ton of realtors that I said we've worked with for multiple years, and then they're bringing in new clients and new realtors underneath of them. So then we get introduced. We do go out and do seminars to real estate agents every once in a while. We do a ton of networking. Anytime we can meet new people and explain the awareness and the education behind radon, even if they don't use our company, it's helping to save somebody.
Absolutely. So in building a business, I know that we've been in business for a little over 9 years, and there's always some kind of obstacle we face. What are some of the obstacles that you guys have faced in building your business?
Absolutely. So I'd say the most recent, in the last couple of years, big obstacle has been increasing in material costs and being able to find material and get it in. We do the absolute very best that we can and keep our customers happy. We do have a large warehouse here that we can keep a lot of supply in, but cost is ever so changing, which has been hard the last couple of years.
It seems to have hit both the construction and the restaurant, the food service industry tremendously. I had another interview with another business here that was one of their biggest struggles, was keeping the supplies to be able to meet the needs of their clients. And then the cost, not only getting the supplies, but the costs have gone up in the last 2 years due to, the COVID crisis and everything surrounding it. So, but it sounds like you're overcoming that obstacle by having some in the warehouse, as well as constantly on the lookout, I guess, for those.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So you guys are successful. What are some of the keys to your success?
Networking, meeting new people, meeting new realtors, always continuing our education. Everybody on our staff does go through education and training classes consistently, and being a team player. Yeah.
And one of the things you're not saying is just being human and being so easy to talk to, so easy to ask questions of, and that passion that your father has, and it transcends down to you and your brother. I mean, that to me is, having passion behind what you do, and really caring about what you do and who you do it for. You definitely have that, and I think that's a huge part of your success as well. So if you could give anybody one nugget of advice that's out there thinking about running a business or stumbling on their business and having some frustrations, what is that one nugget of advice that you would give to that person?
Absolutely. So my favorite quote ever, it is attached to my wall, so I see it day in and day out. In the end, it's not the years in your life, it's the life in your years. So even if you stumble, get back up, keep trying, always try to go out and do something new. If you come across something that you can't do, just keep studying and researching and trying, and you'll get better and better at it.
I love that quote. That is awesome. That is very awesome. I love it. So if anybody wanted to find you, they wanted to reach out to you and have you guys come out and do some work for them, what's the best way for someone watching this video to find you?
Sure. So we get a lot through radonworks.com, which is our website. We're always available by phone, which is 410-442-1960. And we're on social media as well.
Awesome. Awesome. So radonworks.com. And Wendy, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hopefully everybody watching this video learned a little bit today and are motivated to go get that radon test and check your home to ensure that you don't have high radon levels. I know I am. If you have any other questions, or if there is a particular company you'd like to see us interview, please feel free to contact us at hummingbirdwealth.com. Appreciate your time, and you guys have a great day.